Hey, it's Mike Jacob coming to you from Jerusalem with our thought for the week. At the beginning of this week's Parsha, we start discussing the Jewish laws in detail. After we get the Torah Har Sinai last week, now we start going into the details of all the different laws. And we open the Parsha with Eved Ivri, a Jewish slave. And the question is, there's so many things that we can discuss and get into. Why do we start talking about something that's not so practical today, and Jewish slave? Why is that the first beginning of the discussion? So I was thinking like this, that really a Jewish slave is not how we picture a slave. We picture a slave is that you own this person and you have a whip and he's like schlepping bricks and he's your slave. But in Jewish thinking, we find many of the Mefarshim discuss that really Jewish, the Jewish slave is somebody that was going through hard times. He may have stolen, he may have had other issues, and now we're trying to get him back on track. We're trying to rehabilitate him from where he was and help him out and try to get him back on his feet. So that's the idea of a Jewish slave. And I was thinking that is why we start the parsha like this, because there's really there's two types of slaves. You could be a slave like we find at the beginning of the parsha, or you could be an Eved Hashem. Now, what does it mean, an Eved Hashem, a slave of God? What does that mean? So I think the idea of an Eved Hashem is similar to what we find over here, because this slave, has certain issues, and he's getting out of it. We're helping him out, get out of his problems. That's one type of Eved. An Eved Hashem is that we so to speak, are becoming slaves of Hashem and realizing that, all of us have problems. All of us have things we need to work on. We need to be more focused, whether it's our davening, our learning, and how we act to other people. We need to in a certain sense, get out of our rut. So becoming an Eved Hashem is saying that we want to rehabilitate, we want to so to speak, go into rehab to improve ourselves and become better people. That's what an Eved Hashem is. That's why we present it now. So we get that idea of what it means. It's like a mushal, it's like a parable to understand what we need to do, to become an Eved Hashem, to get out of our whatever issues and problems that we may have by becoming an Eved Hashem, just like the slave's getting out of his issues by becoming a slave and learning how to, be a better person. That's how we do it in terms of being an Eved Hashem, connecting to Hashem and His Torah. Shabbat Shalom, take care.